wow. I didn't know that was a Pi. How did you get the display on? Is that a display that we had around the lab?
I bought it.
Oh, wow.
It's for a Pi, so
That's interesting. Show the camera, because it's let me switch it real quick. Show the camera. Yeah.
work in progress.
That's cool, dude. And that's, you said it's running a Pi?
That's kind of cool. You can see its bigger brother in the background.
Yeah, it is. It's bigger, brother. That's cool that it's running it. Show the back of it so people can see the back of it. That's the wizard right there. Topher Scott. That would be cool to take to the Yucatan so you can show them at the Yucatan.
They'll think this is a bomb, dude. That's in my bag. I'll get it.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. They'll totally think that's a bomb. Oh man. People, I tell you. That's really cool. Oh man. We're doing double cameras. Look at that.
Oh wow, this is a new trick, eh?
We're figuring this stuff out.
Whoever said old dogs couldn't do them.
It's been a week, boys. It's been a week. We got a lot to talk about. But Keyan, how was your week?
Oh, it was good. I didn't exactly realize we were recording yet. It was a good week. I don't think anything happened at all, really. It's almost like I went to sleep after the recording last week, and then I woke up just right now in this chair. It's almost like that. That's how it feels. How about you guys? What did you guys do this week?
The week isn't over yet, is it?
It's true. So, yeah, maybe I haven't lost a complete week yet.
I done this week? Just working out.
Yeah.
For real, dude. For real.
You have 2 jobs and several side hustles, plural? Wow.
Yeah.
I guess I can't call them hustles unless you get paid for them.
Okay. Aspirational hustles. Side hustle. Okay. Paying gigs. Monies. Cool. That is like a lot. Doing 2 things is hard. How do you context switch? How do you maintain it? Okay. You let him hold the context.
I've slowly become a middle manager and robot companies. So,
Cool. More than one agent at a time going type of thing? And just going and going and going? Or is it more like you're dispatching?
I have multiple projects open,
Yeah.
and then I have Claude running in each of those projects.
Yeah.
And so now all I have to do is just like check in every now and then and
Yeah.
manage Claude and all of his friends.
Okay, so Claude will himself create like a hierarchy of other Claudes.
I wish. Dude, once we then I'll be out of a job.
Okay.
And all the Claudes can just take
Well, there
over.
still needs to be the CEO, right? Of the tree of Claude.
Yeah. So he needs to be the chief.
Yeah.
But I like where I'm at. Claude is doing all the work that I don't want to do, and it's getting really, really good at it. And I've learned how to make Claude better.
Yeah.
And I've learned how to sort of mold Claude's malleable brain on a per project basis
Yeah.
with lots of readmes and documentation and pulling in specifications. But I found like a method where I can have Claude in my project and generally works like a software engineer.
Wow.
And just knows how to do everything, knows the way of the land. And I really just have to give him tasks and then check in
Yeah.
every now and then to see how he's doing. And then, so I just do that, but now I can juggle multiple projects because I just kind of like hot swap from one project to the next.
You're only dealing at a high level rather than having to get into details and back out and details and back out.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's super awesome.
So it's addicting too. It's a lot of fun.
I imagine so. But I think that's how programming is. Before you realize you could program more effectively with AI, it was like you already felt sort of powerful.
Yeah.
You're like automating things, but now you're like you're automating automations.
It's giving me the power back.
Take the power back.
Yeah. Because it used to be, it's like, oh, you get into programming. Oh, I have all this power. then you get into web development, and it's like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah, everything is mixed with crap.
What is this React component hook error that I have to deal with? And so like there's a lot of stuff that can slow you down in development, especially in web development. There's just so many frameworks, just so much domain knowledge that's changing all the time.
Yeah.
And it sucks a lot of the fun out of programming. But Claude just
Does
washes it all away.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
And just gives me the higher level issues.
Yeah.
And then I can just work from a higher level and have Claude deal with all the stuff that I don't like to deal with.
Man,
It's crazy.
it sounds pretty great. I haven't had that much success with them yet, but I haven't spent enough time to be like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I have no other option but to code through this thing.
Yeah.
And then
Dude, you're like hardcore. You're doing just all JavaScript.
I'm still
no types.
I'm still doing it that way. I think pretty soon I'm gonna try to do more of this stuff and see what it's like for me.
If you've never seen this crazy show before, it's called Stacker.News Live. We cover the top 5 stories here on Bitcoin every week. And yeah, check out the YouTube page, unsubscribe,
Or don't.
unring the bell.
Yeah, or
and
unsubscribe.
yeah, do all
Definitely
those
don't hit
things.
the bell.
We need to be able to be free before the overlords take over.
How do we
And,
do? Did we get some good unsubscriptions last week?
No one unsubscribed. We gained one, I think.
Oh man.
But check it out. The other thing is we're going to jump into the top 5 stories right now. The number 5 top story is Toxic Lightning Maximalist. Is this actually a thing? Looking for a definition. This is from yours truly, October 1st, Lightning Territory, 24 comments, 944 stats. Keyan, who's this guy that posted this and what the hell is he talking about?
Well, I don't know who it is exactly, but it goes by the name car. It might be a motor vehicle of some kind. And I guess he read someone's ex bio named Chris Guida, and he was surprised to see it said Toxic Lightning Maximalist in his bio. And he took it very seriously and then asked if there's such a thing and if people could define it. And then he later was on a podcast and he ate a pickle for everyone to hear. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did everybody say?
Everyone, I don't know what everyone said. It's your post. But,
You're supposed to explain it. This is how the show goes.
yeah, but I personally don't think there's such a thing. I personally don't think this is a thing. I think it was probably tongue in cheek in his bio.
Oh, interesting.
I think it was.
Let's go to it here, because let's see, Chris Gita. No, it says right there, Topher. So it does say
I know it says it.
music, philosophy, fitness, Bitcoin, toxic lightning maximalist.
It's something I would add to my bio and be like, hee hee. Like I don't. Maybe Chris Guida really sees himself as a toxic lightning maximalist, but he's the only one using that term, and I think it's like a riff. It's like a self insult. It's like a sort like we use Bitcoin maximalist.
Topher, what do you think? I need a better answer than the one Keon's giving me.
Oh, well, so I was reading Justin Shocknet's comment, and
He's also my friend, Justin. I like Justin.
yeah, he says it's not enough to be a lightning maximalist. You must be toxic to fake L2 scams, which I think that is the definition of like a toxic Bitcoin maximalist. Like you vehemently reject all other forms of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is the only one. Everything else is an attack on Bitcoin. So I'm guessing that if you were to take that over to Lightning, it would be the same thing. Like,
See, so this is where I get lost in the sauce, and I'm really dumb. So explain this to me. So Bitcoin on chain makes sense because it's Bitcoin, and then they have all these shit coins, right?
yeah,
So that makes sense why you.
there are different domains.
Yeah,
There's
that would make
different
sense. But on
chains.
Lightning, it's different, and this is where I come from. It's like it's Lightning done privately, like private channels, and then there's custodial Lightning, right? That we know of.
Yeah,
And then there's non-custodial Lightning, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I see. I just see two versions of Lightning, custodial and non-custodial. So when I see this post, is a toxic Lightning Maximalist non-custodial only? Is that what that
That's a
basically
good
comes?
question. I don't
Is that what
know.
that basically
I would
comes down
think.
to?
I would think. I don't know, because if you're a toxic Bitcoin maximalist, does that also imply self-custody?
I think so. I don't know if anyone
I'm
who
just
would
trying to get to
consider
the.
themselves.
I'm just trying to get to
Me
like.
too. I want to get to the bottom of this.
That's what I'm trying to get to. Is like, what makes you a toxic Lightning Maximalist? Is it because you're a non-custodial Lightning?
No, that's why I don't think it's a real. That's why I don't think it's a real term. I think he was. I think he just believes strongly in Lightning, and is like this maximalist term is like a nice. It's like a nice tongue-in-cheek, self-owned, self.
So this gets me to thinking that, okay, so if we don't know what the terms are, we don't know what the definitions are, then this is more business interest and more business aligned than anything else. Because Justin, I love Justin, but he has his own company. So he has his own business interests, right? Same thing with Carr and Pleb Lab, same thing with Keyan and Stacker.News. And all these people that are talking the loudest about these have their own business interests.
I don't know. Like,
I mean, who
What
else
does
is
this have to do with business interests, though? I still don't get the
so
tie.
for
as in like competing technologies.
so I'm just telling you, for me, Carr personally, it's in my business interest to have everybody have all sorts of options out there, non-custodially and custodially, right? It's in my business interest for that. I don't know what's in your business interest. You would have to tell me, but I would imagine for Justin, it's his business interest to have everybody use Shock Wallet, right?
Well, he's saying that you have to reject all L2s on Bitcoin.
Yeah, but then
Lightning can,
But that doesn't mean Shock Wallet, though.
because it's Lightning.
Well, I don't know. I would imagine everything that he's saying there, Shock Wallet doesn't fall into that.
Oh, well, I don't know. We might have to just we might have to corner him in a dark alley and,
No,
and ask
I talk to him all the time. He's in our Slack, so I would just ask. But I'm sure that's what I'm saying. Like, unless you have an actual definition, then how can we know what is a toxic Lightning Maximalist or an actual not toxic? You know,
Yeah, we need
that's
like
why I think it's a
we need
bunch-
an
that's why I don't think
Oxford
it's. I think maybe
dictionary
Keon's right. I
definition.
don't think it's actually real. I don't think it's actually real. I think it has more to do with business interests.
Oh, I don't. Well, I don't think it's real. I don't think it has anything to do with business interests, though. I think it's just something you say. I think it's like I really believe in Lightning. I think Lightning is like the best L2 that exists, and and I'm a toxic Bitcoin maximalist. I believe a lot in Lightning. I'll combine them, and that's what I'll put in my bio. That's what I think, and I think just like if there is such a thing as toxic Lightning maximalist, I think Justin's interpretation of it is right, where it's like there is no other L2. There is no other Bitcoin layer that will work. Only Lightning works. I think that is like, if Chris were serious about this, which I don't think he is, that would be his belief. He would be against ARC. He would be against other
But
L2s.
why would you be against ARC other than why? But like that's what I'm trying to get to the understanding, because it's not non-custodial. Is that why?
No, it's because you're toxic and you just believe everything else is going to be a scam because Lightning is the only
Well, why? Is
the one
because ARC
true
but
L2.
isn't ARC built on top of the Lightning Network?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. That's where I'm lost then. It's not?
No, it's
So it's like
it's
liquid,
like another
basically.
L2.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I get it.
He doesn't. I didn't realize Shocknet didn't like symmetry. I guess.
What's symmetry?
So LN symmetry is where you don't need to maintain all the past Lightning
So
states.
these aren't even on the Lightning Network. ARC is not on the Lightning Network?
ARC.
I
Yeah,
thought it
no,
was
ARC
on
is
the
not on the
Lightning.
Lightning. ARC is an L2, and you could put Lightning
Yeah.
on top of ARC and make it, and then there.
Oh, I thought it was on the Lightning
And
Network.
then
No, they're competing.
Oh, wow. Dude, they're not explaining that to the plebs. I thought it was on the Lightning Network.
they
ARC?
talk about Lightning a lot
I
because
thought
you
I-
can.
Because they call it an L2.
I could have sworn I talked to Tiero and he told me it was on the Lightning Network.
I think it. I think in some. I think they're considering the case where you might want to like anchor a channel in ARC rather than on the base chain.
Oh, so in that case, okay, so I apologize, Justin. I thought ARC was on the Lightning Network.
No.
Oh, wow. So what's symmetry then?
LN symmetry is just a protocol upgrade to Lightning that would require new opcodes in
And
Bitcoin.
then covenants, that's just a bit proposal, right?
Covenants is one of the opcodes.
Yeah, but it might give you different kinds of lightning channels again. You might get multi-party
So
lightning
this is
channels.
not even on the
link
This is
pools.
not even on the Lightning Network. None of this is on the Lightning Network.
No,
So
not
basically,
ARC.
being a toxic Lightning maximalist is basically like anything goes, that as long as it's on the Lightning Network, is what I'm now finally understanding.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh
So
wow.
ARC and Lightning are competing.
Oh wow. Wow, I learned something today. Has nothing to do with business interest. Jeez. Car's gonna shut up now. See? I don't mind.
I
don't-
highly doubt you'll shut up.
I don't mind. Hey, I don't mind saying Car did not know that what he didn't know. But hey, this is where you learn sometimes it's better to stay in your lane, right, Vic? Oh man. Dude, that's crazy. That is crazy. I wonder how many other people are confused by this. Maybe it's just me, and that's because I feel like I see this shit every day. And I work with you guys. And I still didn't know. I thought ARC was on the Lightning Network.
You have to spend time to understand. Like, you have to like dedicate. It's not just, you're probably not going to get a full view of something by the conversations that you have in the lab, because we're all like talking about things at a conceptual level. You would have to kind of go in and at least read kind of one blog for each of these.
This whole time I thought ARC was on the Lightning Network.
Yeah.
Wild. Anyways, well, we learned some stuff today, guys. Or at least I did. The next top story is all the other stuff happening with Bitcoin. This is from Scoresby, Bitcoin territory, September 30th, 9 comments, 904 sats. Keyan, what's this?
Yeah, well, if you were just casually looking at Bitcoin, you would think that the only thing going on is an op return, like meltdown. But it turns out there's still a lot of like real things happening in Bitcoin. And I guess Scoresby went and looked at the Boston Bit Devs. They usually publish, all the Bit Devs usually publish ahead of time all the topics they're going to cover, and noticed all of these bit proposals that were present in what they were planning to present at the Boston Bit Devs, and yeah, shared them.
Why would he publish the Austin Bit Devs?
The Boston Bit Devs?
Austin.
Oh, I think because we had already had the Austin Bit Devs about a week before, and then Boston Bit Devs was happening the day that he posted this, so he's curious if they were adding like newer stuff. And maybe they have a different focus. Like each Bit Devs has like the hosts of the Bit Devs they will pick topics that are like a little more up their alley. And so it seems like the Boston Bit Devs is a little more into the latest and greatest Bitcoin Core proposals.
Amazing.
Yeah, but apparently there's a lot going on. I didn't realize U2XO had moved so far. That was something I had. They have a BIP number.
Topher, do you see anything here that you like?
Well, I love Utrixo. I'm absolutely for op tweak add and adding elliptic curve operations to Bitcoin script, which also ties into great script restoration. Those are all kind of related. I don't know about the rest. Booby trapped wallets. I haven't read up about that one. That's interesting. Block template sharing would be nice. It would help optimize things with relaying transactions in the mempool, and mempool validation and relay policy via user-defined scripts. I guess that's just improving people's ability to add filters for their mempool. Yeah, I've heard people talk about that. And
what does that mean for the plebs at home?
Oh, so like if you're running a node, Bitcoin node, and you have a mempool, your local mempool, and you're broadcasting transactions, you're sharing transactions with peers, and a lot of people, they like the independence that you have with running your own node, and they want to be able to have more control over what transactions are flowing through their node. And so Bitcoin Core only gives you like a handful of small knobs and levers to be able to control what transactions are going through your node. and it's not enough to like capture inscriptions and all this other stuff. So it's really hard to filter this stuff.
Mm.
And nobody's really worked on. I mean, people are working on this problem, but you know, I haven't really seen anything come to fruition yet. But it would be nice to have more options for filtering things, because it's your node, like it's your resources, it's your internet connection. So if you know you don't want to relay certain transactions, then you should have the ability to exercise that right. Unfortunately, it's not in the software, so people need to build better software tools so you can do that. And so one of the things would be like, yeah, like having these scripts where you can sort of you can better express the stuff that you want to filter out.
Like a plugin.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Like you can create cars plugin, and car rejects any transactions that have JPEGs of car wearing a cowboy.
whoa!
Yeah.
How did you see those?
I have root access to all your devices.
Man, those were private. Those private photos in my private folder.
Although this BIP specifically that's talking about it wants nodes load a directory of JavaScript scripts that define acceptance rules.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about JavaScript. Maybe like WASM would be nice, but
See, this is where they do these jokes in the lab, guys. Stackers at home, and I don't get it, so I just look like I get it.
yeah, plug-in
like a developer
languages,
jokes.
programming language jokes.
Just like
Ooh, we got some TypeScript types in this BIP.
Wow.
Never thought I'd see the day.
Yeah, in a BIP. I wonder if that's a first.
It's a draft.
It doesn't have a number yet, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a draft.
pretty cool stuff, guys. This is amazing.
Yeah, bros.
I love it. Here we go. The next top story of the week on the number 3. The three. That's the 3 coming at ya. Knots versus core. Dun, dun, dun. Or something more. Nerd to Ninja. 14 comments. 5,420 sats. Coincidence? I think not. Keyan, what's this?
Still recovering from both your pickle chewing and your announcement.
Hey, it's a
of this
Pacifico
post.
kind of day, man. I'm going to the Yucatan next week.
Okay.
Starting early.
Yeah, so Nerd to Ninja, I think, is disappointed with the discourse happening around the Knots versus op return. It sounds like he's in favor of allowing people to specify any relay policy they kind of want. They like the idea of a node user getting to choose what they're relaying, just because, you know, Bitcoin as a kind of movement is about user control, user choice, that kind of stuff. And I think that is true. So they're in favor of it that way, but they don't, even so, they just don't like how the debate is unfolding. And what they wish we were debating is the way we are working on the the primary implementation, like the kind of process by which we are working. The reference implementation is what he calls it here, and what I should have called it. But he wants us to be discussing that, like how should we be deciding as this decentralized thing that has no one in charge of it, what is going in and out of the reference implementation, and are there things that we can do to improve that, rather than creating, you know, an alternative reference implementation, which is likely vulnerable to all the same incentives and problems if we assume that the current situation has problems. So that's mostly what he's saying. He's like, he thinks we should be having a more thoughtful discussion about things that perhaps really matter, because, you know, maybe if there is a problem, it's maybe going on with Bitcoin core development right now. It's like deeper than op return. And it's maybe has more to do with like social dynamics that we can change.
Yeah. Topher, you got any thoughts?
So there's a poll
Oh, where is it at?
at the bottom.
Okay.
So sell my Bitcoin Knots fork. So this is if like we just literally fork the protocol And so there was 2 versions of Bitcoin. So people would sell their Bitcoin NOTs fork. That was like 54% would sell their NOTs fork. 8.3% would sell their core Bitcoin core fork. Those are some hardcore
Nuts people.
Yeah, those are some Nazis right there. So it's interesting because like so 54% sells their Bitcoin NOTs fork, then the 10% that's not sure will become very sure very shortly because the market's going to swing. And then the keep both 27% probably won't keep both for long. They'll probably go with the Bitcoin, sell my Bitcoin NOTs fork. So I think it's an interesting poll because you have a clear winner here. So that's what would happen. And it's good to know these things. It's good to know like how people would vote in a fork, because that's like where your vote actually matters.
Yeah.
It's probably the most joy I've had with Bitcoin is selling my Bitcoin Cash tokens for free Bitcoin. That was fantastic.
The dividend.
I remember that day. That was a lovely day. Yeah. And then you go like in other wallets and then you realize, oh, I have more Bitcoin Cash tokens that have just been hiding. And you just gather them up and then you sell them. So, and I think it's really cool. I think that if you have enough exchanges that have both, and if there is a fork, then, people vote, they literally vote with their wallets on which fork that they choose. And so I think that's kind of cool. But yeah, so Stacker.News. So I guess the Stacker.News community, it seems like the majority would go with if there was a fork, they would tell the Nazis to F off.
Yeah, I think Topher's talking about another post that has a.
Oh wait, which one are we on?
Related.
We're on which
Knots
fork you will
core
sell?
or something else. No, slightly different. It's a different post, but about the same kind of thing, pitting them against each other. But Nerd to Ninja is more talking about the debate that's happening and the quality of the debate and why it's like not talking about the right things. But in that other post is kind of similar in that it's like, well, beyond this debate, let's talk about what matters, which is what happens during a fork. What side are you on? And so they're related in that way.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't see the other post.
It might have fallen out of top because it was posted on last Friday. So it might have fallen out of the week's top.
I think it's fascinating just how far we've gotten. Like one of the things that he brings up here is just how far the conversation has gotten to the extreme end, and it's just human nature, right? And decentralized communities just in general. And you look through history, and it's always been this way. It's hard managing people just in general, especially in communities that are decentralized and much less Bitcoiners. And then you throw money in the middle of it, and then you have greed and stuff and power and all sorts of things. And that's a thing. So I'm not surprised it's gone this way, to be honest. This is par for the course, as they say in the golf stuff.
Are you a golfer?
I used to be in high school.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't know. I think the more conversations we have, like Lightning Plus Plus is going on right now, so I'm sure there's great conversations around there. Startup Day is happening next Friday, so we'll have some good conversations down there. And then TabConf is the week after, so there'll be even more great conversations there. And then there's even more conferences happening later this year. I think there's a good one in El Salvador that's happening. So I think these conversations will just keep happening, and there's more conversations happening at the beginning of the year, and I think there will be some consensus happening at some point, and I think we'll all figure it out. So I think everything will just play out the way it's supposed to. I think everything will be fine. But I'm always pretty optimistic.
I found the post.
You found it? Which one is it?
Knots versus core or something more?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
So sorry, I was looking at the wrong post.
Oh, good.
It seemed like the same. We're talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, I just wanted to bring up one thing you said that I thought was really good. You said there's a fundamental asymmetry in the developer's ability to understand and make changes to Bitcoin. But that is meant to be a representation. So like the Bitcoin code base and the software is meant to be a representation of the emergent social contract that we're building together. And I agree with that, actually, because, you know, as a developer, you're not building tools for yourself. You're building tools for others that are not necessarily developers. So like Bitcoin is meant to be a tool for everyone. And so if there is, people are using it, and yeah, there's just it's this social construct that emerges because it is a payment network. Society does sort of structure itself around money. And so of course there's going to be like the social layer around Bitcoin. And
yeah, y'all have a huge responsibility, dude. I don't think y'all realize. I mean, I think y'all do realize, especially in the lab, but y'all have a huge responsibility. I don't envy that position.
I mean, I sleep well at night. I'm not
But
worried.
you know what I
about it.
mean? Like, I think Jimmy was bringing that up earlier this month or last month at Bitcoin Builders Club. Like, it's no longer like $100 billion market cap. It's
We're in the trillions, baby.
Yeah.
The T.
So it's a huge responsibility, and you know, bow out if you can't take that responsibility anymore. That's what I would say. Is like it's going to lead to more pressure and responsibility and more chirping.
Yeah.
I feel that way running Plub Lab all the time, and I think you shouldn't be in that position if you can't take that responsibility. I think Sam Altman talked about it on the Tucker Carlson podcast about how he feels a responsibility, but he says it comes with the job. And I think that's exactly true. Bow out if you can't take it.
Bow out if you can't take it.
Yeah. But
it doesn't have to be so nasty, though.
part of the job.
Yeah, politics is an ugly job.
Yeah.
I don't want Bitcoin to become political, but I guess it's too late.
I mean, thanks to David
Well,
Bailey.
yeah, that's the emergent social part. That is just like another word for political.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what is like another example besides Bitcoin where politics and technology are so intertwined. I guess AI is starting to get that way.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we're gonna talk about it later in the show, but it's part of the job now, and it's only gonna get worse. At least that's how I see it, but I could be wrong. Trying to stay in my lane, Vic. If you're watching,
How's he doing, Vic?
he'll tell me at TapConf when I see him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know he's going?
He always goes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Doxed.
Double doxed. Did you see his post last week?
I did. Yeah.
I felt like that was talking to us. You think?
Maybe just you.
Probably. I didn't read it though. I ain't got time for that.
I don't even get on the freeway, bro.
I want him to read
That's
it to
how-
me.
that's
I want him
how
to
I
read
am.
it to me. So I'm waiting for that. Maybe we can read it over a steak dinner at Roadhouse.
You got him to feed you?
Texas Roadhouse.
Do they have that in Atlanta?
$25 steaks. I think they do, don't they?
what, $25 steaks?
Yeah.
Texas Roadhouse.
Pleb stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pick it out of the case if you want.
The next top story is OPSEC, Africa, and Paranoia. Whoa. This is from Jason B. 14 comments, 3,883 stats. This is a September 29th Bitcoin Territory post. Bitcoin Territory post. Keyan. What kind of paranoia is going on in Africa, the motherland?
Yeah. So Jason B, I think he posted like a week or two ago, and a lot of us who were subscribed to him on Stacker.News noticed that it wasn't Jason B and it was another pseudonym.
Whoa.
But it was-
You got hacked?
But no, he just changed his pseudonym, I think for OPSEC reasons. And he's basically kind of writing again that he's changed it back to Jason B. And the reason was that he was concerned about his OPSEC that he had. He started freaking out about wrench attacks and was concerned, I think, about this NEM being associated with his real identity. I don't know what his real identity is, though. I guess he's also been in South Africa, which is, you know, at least relatively unstable compared to the United States, at least in certain parts. He's been volunteering at Bitcoin Akasi there, which is like one of the biggest Bitcoin hubs internationally. There a lot of stuff going on there. A lot of the Joe Nakamoto videos there, and any of the other like Bitcoin vlogger travelers. Those are great videos. Usually end up in Bitcoin Akasi. So him and his family are staying there. He's there with his wife and 3 kids. And then, yeah, so he he got kind of it sounded like he got kind of paranoid about it. Maybe had something happen. It doesn't really get into the details there, but he was beginning to investigate like ways to improve his OPSEC before realizing that he just doesn't have much Bitcoin, and getting his OPSEC to the level that he perhaps would bring it to would cost him so much Bitcoin that he would be left with very little. And that's kind of what this post is about. Yeah.
What do you think about it? Do you ever fear for your life about this kind of stuff, Keyan?
No, I don't have much Bitcoin, and I also don't have it in a way that I guess they would just kill me.
Have you ever?
I don't have it in a way that I can recover.
Have you ever had somebody follow you and stuff like that?
No, I don't think I'm followable. I think most people realize I'm poor.
Yeah,
and then also that I'm unimportant and
you're really unimportant,
insignificant. So
that's the way to live, right there.
Yeah, I got. That's what I would assume.
I think people think I'm important, but I'm really not. I'm like the least important guy in this building. Topher, what about you, Topher?
I'm also poor and unimportant.
I believe
Pay
that.
attention to me. That's the way I feel about it.
Yeah.
But as far as like OPSEC, I don't really think about it too much. I'm already doxxed like 10 different ways from Sunday.
Would you change that if you could? If you could go back to when you started in Bitcoin, would you start under a pseudonym? Would you not reveal your face? That kind of stuff?
Probably not, because I just don't like living like that. Like
Yeah.
you have to be, it has to be the way that you want to live. Like I don't think you can keep up the OPSEC unless you want to adapt it as a lifestyle. But if you don't want to adapt it as a lifestyle, then you're not going to do it. And it only takes you screwing up once or twice, and then you're done.
But I think it's like sort of the myth of perfect, like it needs to be perfect. I think you can probably get like with 20% of the effort, just operate under a pseudonym. Whenever you're on camera, you have a mask on. That's probably like you probably get 80% of the result. Like you'll probably be unknown to most people.
Yeah. I think it would be like similar to, I mean, if you're walking around Brazil with Gucci bags and Prada glasses, like you're going to get targeted. So it's just like the simple stuff. Don't overtly advertise that you're a walking pinata of money. And then I think it's just the same. It's just the same problems that people have been dealing with wealth, no matter how you hold it. It's the same applies to Bitcoin.
I actually think there's just personally, and maybe this is wrong to say, but I think there's just way easier people to rob. Personally, like I think like when you look at the celebrities that are out there and the influencers on YouTube, like showcasing all their wealth and stuff, like those are way easier people to rob than like Bitcoiners personally, because they're way dumber. They have terrible OPSEC and they just flaunt everything on them. Like, do you know what I mean? And and they're terrible people too. Like, I don't mean that like in like a bad way. They're just not good people, you know? And like, at least with Bitcoiners, we're like super friendly, very moral. You know, we're very giving people, you know, we give our time, our money to people, education, all that kind of stuff. And so it's like like there's very few Bitcoiners that I've met in real life outside of business that are like terrible people. Very few. I think there's maybe like one or two. And most people know who those people are. But like outside of those two or three, whatever, like most of them are great. So I think there's just that's why I'm not. I think when I think of OPSEC, I think of it more from like the government coming after us at some point.
Who are you trying to hide from?
Yeah.
Kind of depends.
Yeah. That's how I think about it more. But I think just in general, that kind of fear propaganda that's infiltrated our space is more because of, you know, it's just permeated at this point just through decades of or not decades, I guess, years of, fear mongering, I guess, amongst our ecosystem.
Yeah, I'm interested in the
because
U.S.
think about
State
how many
Department
think
thing.
about how many times you've seen Max Kaiser out in public and all these people that are far more richer and wealthier and people than us, right? Like,
I imagine they have security details, though.
yeah, but
Right.
like, how close have you been to Max Kaiser? I've been like this close to Max Kaiser before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like those type of people, I would imagine, have way more Bitcoin or influential than us. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not too worried about it. It's like,
Well, Marita will be the test. We'll see if you get pinched when we're walking down the street.
I mean, I'm like really nice to people, and I like, I feel like there's just way more people like on YouTube that are like sharing, their houses and their $1 million.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I sleep on the floor and like go to church every week and like, live in a very cheap apartment. Like, I don't have
I think the
anything. I
risk
don't
would
have
be
anything to
traveling,
rob.
though. Like if you're traveling and some group sees it as an opportunity to nab you
Mm-hmm.
while you're traveling. But yeah, I think a lot of it's overblown, honestly.
Yeah.
I
don't know. What do you think, Keyan?
I don't think it's overblown too much. I mean, I think it's good to be paranoid in this case. I think if you're in a state where you can be armed, you should be armed in your defense. I think you also, if you are a public figure, you probably do not want to use a single sig. And yeah, and I think for the record, you should say that you have no Bitcoin, and I have no Bitcoin.
I don't have any Bitcoin. So there you go.
That's what like, I just don't, I don't think you want to paint a target and then you also want to be on some level defensible in a situation where something can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good point. Don't come for me or Topher. Just kidding. But kind of not. Anyways, we're going to go into the number 1 top story of the week. Can you believe it? Free industrial Bitcoin miners. Keyan, what's this?
Yeah, so this is also from Jason B. I think this was the last post was like his lead up to this post, but he's been volunteering, I think, remotely for Bitcoin Akasi. It's a nonprofit down in South Africa that is educating, I guess, students, I think, of various ages, but he himself is tutoring a teenager about economics, teaching him Austrian economics. And I guess they've been, really getting serious, and they run a node and a BTC Pay server. And then he writes about how, like, some of the experiences of the student while they were there. I guess their local power grid operator, they have like many states in the United States, they have a kind of single state monopoly thing. And I guess they have had some issues and are like corrupt and failing. So there's been a lot of blackouts rolling through South Africa. And I guess in response to this, there's been a huge surge in solar panel installation there. I think he said that he was talking to a solar installer, and they said that there was 8 megawatts of solar that had been installed in the last year, and their entire grid is 35 megawatts. So
Damn.
That's a pretty serious share of people getting solar to deal with these blackouts. And Jason B saw this as an opportunity, perhaps, to help subsidize further solar build-outs using Bitcoin mining. And so it puts out a call for anyone who maybe has like a last generation, like a bunch of pallets of last generation miners or something that could be donated to South Africa so they could start getting more people installing solar there and Bitcoin mining. Maybe we could orange pill people by helping them offset their solar installation costs, I think is the thinking. Looking for things that are on the order of like a kilowatt, miners that are on the order of a kilowatt. That would be It's a pretty early generation miner, but you could probably underclock even the latest generation to only use a few kilowatts, I would guess. But yeah, and Jason B has written a lot about his own home mining pursuits. I think he was doing it normally, and then he decided he wanted to heat his home, see how he could heat his home. He's done a few like guides, or I guess maybe
That's kind of cool.
yeah, demonstrations of his own work that he's done in that regard. But now that he's in South Africa, so he was tutoring this teenager remotely, and then he went and visited with his family, and I think he's been there for a month now. He said, living in South Africa, helping out the Kasi community, and just living a Bitcoiner dream.
Dude, we have all those miners in the comments just like sitting there, dude. It's crazy.
We do have there's a lot of S9s floating around Austin. That might be,
or we just have them
I think
all
they're
just
like
sitting there.
I think S9s are what, like 5 kilowatts?
Oh, for power usage?
Yeah.
We just need to do something with them.
Maybe
we just don't have any time, man. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah, it's really not
When
worth
I talk to the Satoshi guys would assume
it's not worth hashing them. I think with a single BitX might do more hash per unit energy than an S9 as the thing. So you kind of want like at least last gen probably, if you're going to try to recoup costs of any kind in terms of energy, I would guess, but I don't actually know. But then again, like any sats are better than no sats. So if you do have excess energy and you have an S9, and you don't have access to something else, use an S9. Carr went to go get himself another beer. Hopefully no more pickles. I have that like thing where I want to like murder anyone if they're like eating
pickles.
If they're eating like loudly, I want to like I get like enraged.
What, don't eat. Is that what you're saying?
No, there's like a thing where like I don't know how bad I have it. Maybe it's a spectrum thing, but like
Am I triggering you with my pickles?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll stop eating them.
I don't know. It's like there's a word for what this thing is. Where
I'm glad you told me because I was going to keep eating every week.
I can't freaking stand it.
It's weird because you're not even hearing the headphones.
No, but I can hear it with my like normal human ears. So I imagine it's like ASMR.
Is that why you don't go on dinner dates?
No,
with people?
I don't go on dinner dates because it's usually loud. And
is that why you don't like going to dinner with us sometimes?
No, that has nothing to. It's not that bad. I can stand.
So can you eat with people?
I can eat with people. Yes.
Okay.
I'm just usually.
I thought it was a weird thing
given
because
the choice between working and eating with people, I'll usually prefer to.
Because like Super had that same tick where like you couldn't touch. Remember, Topher? Did you ever eat with Super?
Yeah, you couldn't touch his food.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you can touch his food.
No, like if you like touch his plate, or like if the server came.
No, not like put your hands in his.
No,
food,
like if
if you touch the container.
No, like if the server said, "Okay, and whose food is this?" and it's like, "Oh, it's Super's," and if you handed it over to like, that was it. You couldn't eat it.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that about him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's mostly.
So I can't eat that in front of you anymore. Is what you're saying?
No, you can eat it if you want.
It's too late.
I'm just gonna.
I'm not. I love it. I love it.
I needed to cover.
I love and respect you too much to do that too.
Oh man, that's your second beer. You're already at I love you, man.
It's the truth though. But that's how car is. But once you tell me something bothers you, I'm not gonna do it.
No, so the dinner thing is usually I'm like I'll save dinner for my wife. It's like the one meal I eat a day, and it's the one.
Wait, so she eat with her too, and that doesn't bother you? Like when she's snacking next to you on the couch?
It'll bother me. Yeah, I'll get like
enraged. Really?
Yeah, I want to put like a pillow over someone's face.
Dang, that's weird. Stacker.News. What are we learning about Coob?
There's a word. I wish I knew the word for it.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad we're learning this about you. So this whole time. So every time we were eating like tacos in the lab together, this is why you'll grab your food. This is why you'll grab your food and go to the office sometimes. Then.
No, usually so I can look at my computer screen while I'm eating.
Dang, this explains so much, right, Topher?
It's really just it's like loud
I've never
eating.
seen Keyan eat.
No, but this is why he'll come and grab something, or I'll go be like, "Hey, there's food out here," and he'll be like, "Okay, I'll come grab something in a little bit." This is why he comes and grabs something and then goes back in. This is super tiz of you to do this.
No, I don't. That's not why. I mean, I'm explaining that's not why I do that.
This is my assumption now.
Okay, well, you can assume that, I guess. It's really hard to change your mind.
I'm
if
gonna
you
have to
assume
keep
something.
an eye out now during Plebs Giving.
Yeah. So how do you do that
Keyan
during
go.
Plebs Giving then?
I don't know. I have to wear earplugs, Car. I have to wear earplugs, and I have to
I'm gonna
put,
start looking
you know,
at you
like when you go to a
every
gun
time we're
range and
eating.
you have,
Every time we're eating together now, I'm gonna start looking at you and be like,
it's mostly it's just when people like eat with their mouth open.
"That's me."
Yeah, I know. I could hear when
This
you're
whole time.
when you're eating.
This
Things
has been this whole time. This has been bothering you, and you never told me. Man, what else are you keeping from me?
yeah, yeah. I wasn't keeping it from me. I was just trying to have dead air while you're servicing yourself with another beer.
It's good that we're growing in our relationship here.
It's called I don't know if I'm saying this right. The condition where someone is bothered by the sounds of people eating, chewing, or similar noises is called misophoria.
Misophoria.
Oh wow, is that a thing?
Yeah, dude.
Dang, dude.
I have misophoria.
Misophoria.
At least a little bit.
Or is it? And misophonia.
I'm not unbothered.
I'm sorry, it's misophonia.
Misophonia. Interesting. Dang.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if there's anything that bothers.
Might
I'm trying to think if there's anything that you that I'm trying to think.
the opposite.
I'm trying to think now. There's anything that bothers me about you. What bothers me about Coob? I'm trying to think. I have to think about it. I'll have one for next week, I think. I don't know. No, can't think of anything.
Not yet, at least.
Not yet. Give me some time. Give me some time.
Yeah.
Maybe something will come up later in the show.
Yeah.
But nothing to where it's like a misophoria, you know?
Misophonia. Yeah.
Misophonia.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that you, but it's not you.
No, it's a thing
It's a thing that bothers me.
Dang.
It's not too bad. It's not like it's just it sort of infuriates me. And I'm like, I don't want to be infuriated, but it infuriates me.
Gosh, I'm trying to think. Is there anything like that for you, Topher? I know what it is, though, because I've hung out with you enough what it is.
Oh, with things that infuriate me?
Yeah.
I try not to keep a list in the back of my mind.
You're a perfectionist. It has to be boom, boom, boom. Like it has to be perfect.
Yeah.
Like you're order. You're like orderly orderer.
Orderer.
Yeah, everything.
Well,
like
OCD.
He's OCD.
But I wouldn't say like if something is off that it infuriates me.
There was one time where like I forget what it was. We were at the lab and that came in on a Monday and everything was just like clean. I was like, but it was already clean, but it wasn't Topher clean.
No, it wasn't Topher clean.
I was like, what the hell?
Oh.
Everything has to be aligned.
Yeah, everything has to be like
That's
perfect.
not too bad. But you're not like OCD, like you'll like check the locks 3 times every time. Otherwise you feel like it's unlocked or whatever, or something bad will happen.
Yeah.
That's like the pathological form. Otherwise you like things nice.
I like things nice.
Yeah.
I guess the only thing I have is more like I was telling Nick last night was like the fire stuff. Like that's the only thing I'm kind of like OCD about. It's like making sure everything's like turned off. Like the coffee maker, stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it would bother you at the old place when we'd leave on.
Yeah. Like.
Hmm.
Okay.
Have you ever lived in a house that got caught fire?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I didn't know that. While you were in it?
Yeah, twice. Twice.
What?
Yeah, that's for a different show. Maybe we get to the fourth beer. We'll talk about it.
What the heck?
Yeah. Not my fault. But we'll have to talk about it. Maybe that'll be a dark Stacker News. All right, that's all the top stories of the week. We're gonna jump into AI and Bitcoin. This week in AI, September 22nd to the 28th, 2025. Y'all hooked yet? Time to start reeling in them sweet profits. This is from Optimism. He was talking a lot about how OpenAI is going to start preparing advertising. Did you hear about that, Coob?
Yeah, I did hear about it. Not surprised. If you're not paying for things, I don't know what you expect to happen.
Yeah, the one that really caught my interest was that YouTube Music is testing AI hosts that will interrupt your tunes. That's not going to make it. So apparently you're going to be able to discover the next generation of YouTube, in case you were wondering. A new AI music hosts are supposed to provide a richer listener experience, according to YouTube. As you're listening to tunes, the AI will generate auto snippets similar to fake podcasts that you can create in your notebook LM called Beyond the Beat.
The host will make it sound good.
The host will... I lost my place. Hang on, where was I at? And I had a flow. The host will break in every so often with relevant stories, trivia, and commentary about your musical taste. YouTube says this feature will appear when you are listening to mixes in a radio station. The experimental feature is intended to be a bit like having a radio host drop some playful banter while queuing up the next song. It sounds a bit like Spotify's AI DJ, but with the YouTube AI, it doesn't create playlists like Spotify's robot. This is still generative AI, which comes with the risk of hallucinations and low quality slop, neither of which belongs in your music. That said, Google's audio overviews are often surprisingly good in small doses. What do you think, Keyan? You gonna start using it, or are you gonna snooze it?
I'll use it or snooze it. New segment on Stacker.News Live. Snooze it, Car. How about you,
Topher.
Topher? Use it or snooze it?
It sounds kind of cool. I'm curious, like, what'll happen if you just fed it a playlist full of like really racist and homophobic music. Not that I know where to get any of that, but like, can you sort of like get the AI to just start saying like really nasty things? Because that's usually like what the internet likes to do. Like,
I
see if they
mean,
can turn these
you could use-
AIs
you could
into
use
saying
Gemini
nasty things.
You could use Gemini. I'd probably do that for you.
Yeah.
Is Gemini like unlocked relative to the other ones?
But didn't it do that in the very beginning, or did they clean all that up?
That was like 10 years ago when they
Oh,
first
okay.
started
Yeah.
releasing
Okay.
chatbots.
Whenever you release something new in the AI world, it's fun to like see if you can hack it or game it.
The other one I wanted to bring up was
Here's my playlist of ways to make methamphetamine.
the other one I wanted to bring up was from MCP to Shell. So this one got shared. I didn't get a chance to read through it, but it basically covered remember when we had that MCP hack that everybody was talking about for like a week, and it talked about how there was basically like some kind of I don't know if it was what was it?
Yeah,
It was
this.
the hang on. It was earlier this year, MCP introduced an OAuth standard to authenticate clients. Many MCP clients did not validate the authorization URL passed by a malicious MCP server. We were able to exploit this bug to achieve remote code execution in popular tools. And basically, they go through the whole process of them exploiting the attack surface, and they talk about exploiting Cloudflare's library. And so they go through the whole video. It's down here at the bottom. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here. And they talk about how they did it, and they do a full run through. But I just wanted to give light to it, because if there's anybody who is working on AI and is interested in all this stuff, I think this would be good for you to maybe look into it. I don't know much about it, but I know there's a lot of people who are interested in AI who watch this stuff. Do you guys remember this exploit?
Yeah, I remember when this dropped.
I remember hearing about it.
I don't use a lot of custom tooling outside of what comes out of the box, so I don't really worry about this too much. But this is like a huge problem, yeah, because the agents are naive, so it's very easy to exploit and then tell them, oh, run this command that gives me remote execution on your machine.
I have more like a basic
They won't think
question.
twice about
I
it.
have more like a basic question. I thought MCP was supposed to fix all this, because wasn't it like an open standard? So wasn't it supposed to make this a lot more like open? because I thought API, I thought like that was the whole point of like, because it wasn't Anthropic that made the MCP
Yeah.
standard. So
Yeah.
wasn't it supposed to fix all this?
I don't know if it was supposed to fix all this. I think it was the point of MCP was just so that AIs could have an easier time consuming online tools. But yeah, I think I mean it's like it's a new paradigm, so you're also going to run into like new types of attacks that you just didn't think about before. So I hope they fixed it. I think they fixed it, but there's probably even more attacks that other people will figure out, because like the agents are gullible, and like, you can't even keep agents from preventing. You can't even prevent agents from like giving you like recipes for making drugs and stuff like that.
We're gonna bring up another story here later, but yeah, I just wanted to bring this up. This is from Vera Labs. I thought Carter posted this and it didn't get any love. I zapped it, so just wanted to bring this up. This was in the This Week in AI thing that Optimism does every week. I think if you're not paying attention to this, you're a stacker, you probably should at least give it some looks, because
It's pretty thorough.
It's not only thorough, but you'll find stuff like this that you'll probably miss. And at least if you're not going to look at it every week, you should probably just look every week and go to the security and safety part section, because that's probably the most important section, just so you see why. The other thing we're going to cover is Wumbo's picks.
Wumbo's picks.
Wumbo's picks.
Wumbo's picks.
Wumbo's picks. This is silent payments for privacy in Bitcoin. This is from Keyan.
Oh, that's right.
What is?
I forgot that I shared that. But yeah,
What is this?
John D. Cook, whose blog I've been seeing for, I don't know, probably like a decade. But he writes about Bitcoin occasionally too. I guess
Is that John B. Cook right here?
that's John D. Cook, I think. I don't think he shared a picture of another man on his own website.
Unless he wanted to dox himself.
That'd be kind of
Or undox
romantic, I guess. But no, that's him. And he wrote about silent payments. And to be honest, I had never really looked deeply into silent payments. I understood the basic concept, but I did not really pay much attention. And he does a great, like, high level view of it, explaining the kind of simple version of the protocol. And then Wumbo picked this, but so for
Wumbo's picks.
our Wumbo's Picks segment. But the reason why we want something like silent payments is because we don't want address reuse in Bitcoin. And the reason we don't want address reuse in Bitcoin is because if you associate your identity with an address and you're only using one address, now all of your Bitcoin is associated with your identity. So most like online stores or anything, they'll generate a new address for each purchase, so that if your identity gets associated with one of those addresses, it's like kind of compartmentalized to just that address, and all your other Bitcoin is still identity free. And so that's why we're generally interested in this kind of stuff. But there are contexts where you can't generate, or it's inconvenient, or you can't generate a new address every time. For instance, you want to you're just let's say you're like a human rights foundation of a kind, and you want to put a donation address on your website, and you don't want to have a BTC Pay server or something else in the background generate a new address for every donation. You want a static address, and so you can't generate a new address every time. Or you want to print out a donation address or an address for something. That's another case where you'd want a static address. So that's why silent payments exist, because they allow the sender to construct a new address for the receiver from a static address that the receiver provides. And they do this by taking something that looks a lot like a Bitcoin address, but starts with SP1. And they take that along with the inputs they're going to spend to that address, and they construct a taproot address that they spend to. And now the receiver of the money then scans the blockchain, looking at any taproot outputs and any inputs to that taproot output, and combine it with their own silent payment address private key, and see if it matches the taproot output such that they can spend it. And so that's the basic gist of what happens here. But effectively, if I'm Alice, I'm sending Bob money, who gave me a silent payment address. I use information that will be publicly available on the blockchain, in addition to the silent payment address, which is also public, to construct another address that I know that only Bob can spend from, and that's what I spend to. And then Bob can hunt for it on the blockchain and recover the money.
Word, hunt.
So, yeah, it is kind of hunting. It is that like resource intensive.
So I guess the pleb question here, because I'm the pleb here. Like,
Yeah.
what software will I use to use silent payments?
There's quite a few wallets that support it now. The one that gets talked about the most is probably Cake Wallet, but it does have a variety of other cryptocurrencies in it. So a lot of Bitcoiners would probably not be interested in using that. There's another one called, I think, Selenium, which is a PWA that's Bitcoin only for silent payments. I think there's a handful of others. Bitbox, I think, allows sending to
Does
a silent
Electrum
payment
not,
address.
Electrum or Sparrow not do
No,
silent? Why
think
not?
I don't think they do so yet. You can go to silentpayments.xyz, I believe, and they have a list of the wallets. I had it pulled up here a second ago.
Silentpayments.xyz.
Yeah, here we go. They have a wallet.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, they have. If you go to their wallet support, I don't know if it's in their docs page. Yeah, wallet support,
Where's
silent
that?
payments wallet support. Second from the top left.
Second from the top left. I don't see it. See bounties.
Silent-
Oh, there it goes.
yeah.
Wallet support. Okay, so
there
it
you
looks
go.
like, oh, Blue Wallet. Bro, I was just talking about
you
Blue
can
Wallet.
send though, you can't receive because receiving.
I can send silent payments via Blue Wallet on mobile.
Yeah,
Boss.
yeah, but you can't receive it, and because receiving is the intense part. The sending is fairly straightforward.
But Topher can send me a silent payment.
If Topher has a Blue Wallet and you're either using Cake Wallet or Silentium or Dana Wallet or
but via
Shakespeare
Wasabi
Wallet.
to my Blue Wallet.
No, because Blue Wallet cannot receive silent payments. Yeah. So you see here we have.
So it looks like only. Yeah, there's not that many that can.
There's not that many that do it yet. Because again, on for the receiver, it's fairly intense.
I wonder why.
Because for the receiver, it's fairly intense. You have to scan the entire blockchain from the time that you create your silent payment address, looking for taproot outputs.
Why isn't anybody throwing a grant at this?
I suspect they have. They say on Silent Payments' website, they talk about some of the things that they're working on. One of them is an Electrum-like Explorer, specifically for.
Let's get on it, grant people.
Specifically for
drop some grants,
finding and indexing,
sprinkle some sats all over it,
indexing these.
It'll happen. They'll do it. They'll make it happen. Yeah, because it looks like it's just the Cake wallet that no one's going to use, right?
Well, I think some prominent Bitcoin podcasts have had them to talk about it, so I think there already are people using it. But it does have other cryptocurrencies.
So no
sometimes that can be troubling.
The Bitbox, it doesn't look like that's
no. They can only send.
They can only send. Blue Wallet can send.
Silentium might be.
What's Silentium?
Silentium is just a PWA, an open source PWA that you can use maybe specifically for this purpose.
Do we know that?
Guy Lewis Singer.
Oh, do we know him or no?
I don't personally know him. No.
Do you know him, Topher?
Who?
Singer.
I do not.
Okay. Bitbox, but that doesn't receive it. Interesting. This could be cool.
Yeah,
there might be good Wumble's picks, man. Jeez, Wumble
might also not be an exhaustive list of wallets.
Wumble, this might be your best pick yet, Wumble. Wumble's picks. Topher, what do you think about silent payments? Is this
you like key tweaking stuff?
Yeah, no, silent payments are cool. I like it.
Dang.
Yeah. It should be like a standard thing. That it's almost like having an XPub, but it's private and people can send you payments that only you know about or you and they know about.
Yeah.
So
it otherwise on chain it otherwise looks like a normal Taproot spend. So
yeah,
pretty
bullish, dude. Man, I feel like on chain's making a comeback.
Yeah, if we had if it was standard for wallets to be able to look for silent payments, because we already like the BIP32 wallets already do scanning.
Yeah.
So to just add this, I don't think is that much more.
Dude,
you do have to do the key tweaking to figure out if it's your address, but I feel like that's so useful. And for most people, you aren't looking through too much stuff to find your payments. So
dude,
having silent payments would be a nice
addition. They could put this in Blue Wallet. We got our bit access. We run those little mempools. Got your nodes.
Are you not a toxic Lightning Maximalist then, Car? You're a toxic.
I feel like I feel like I'm the Darth Coin meme right now.
And then maybe I can pay my Pleb Lab bill without feeling like I'm doxing myself.
We can get that over there in the corner behind Topher. Telling you, man. On-chain transactions?
Yeah, when are you going to accept silent payments, Car?
When Blue Wallet adds like
dude, this is bullish. Wumble's picks every week here on Stacker.News Live. Wumble's picks, man. He's getting good. All right, let's jump into Coob's picks. I bought a sticker from a stranger on a trolley with Bitcoin. That's strange. Keyan, what's this?
Yeah, I thought this was fun. So apparently, Sat Attack was going to school via a trolley. Maybe that's just what they call trains where he's at.
Really?
But
A trolley cart.
maybe, yeah, maybe, or maybe it's a little. Maybe he's in San Francisco and he's on it for a real trolley.
We used to have a trolley in Corpus. Or I think we still do.
In Corpus.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
They just like cruises down the bay.
Yeah, like seaside town. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything. They had a lot of
It's a good view.
railroad.
It's a good sit.
technology.
It's a good sit.
Yeah, they still use them in San Francisco. I think.
Is it go down the Fisherman's Wharf and stuff?
I don't know about where it goes, but I have been on streets where I've seen them go by still.
That makes
in
sense.
recent times.
I can see why you would buy a sticker then at that point if it's just going down the Fisherman's
If you're on a
Wharf.
trolley,
Yeah.
if you're on Fisherman's Wharf. I don't think that's where he is. I think he's probably somewhere else. But apparently he's on there, and there's a guy selling his stickers where he takes his artwork that he does in some medium and turns them into stickers. And he asked the guy if he'll accept Bitcoin.
It's a Wookiee.
It's a Wookiee.
Wearing a Disneyland.
The guy said he drew it by hand, every hair. I doubt that. It looks like a picture.
It kind of looks like a
Photoshop.
dog, right? Looks like a puppy.
Well, that's what
A
Wookiees
little
look like.
puppy.
But anyway, the guy selling him this sold him this sticker, and he asked or wanted to sell the sticker, and he asked him if he'd accept Bitcoin. And the guy said he'd love to, but he doesn't understand it. So then he proceeded to explain Bitcoin
And
to
he
him.
downloaded Blue Wallet.
Orange pilled him. He didn't download Blue Wallet. He downloaded Blink, which is a custodial Lightning wallet available not in San Francisco. So that's another piece of evidence that this isn't happening in the United States. But he has him download Blink. He pays him the cost of the sticker. I think he said it was 6,000 sats. Pretty pricey.
6,000 sats for this sticker? Would you buy that for 6,000, Topher?
Maybe he bought a stack of them. I don't. And this is just one that he shared.
It's a rip
I do it for the love of the game.
Yeah. Well, he might have also tipped
What
them.
are you, Kevin Durant with a Coinbase wallet? What's going on here?
He might have given him extra to tip him because he sat through his orange pill.
The love of the game.
He had enough time to explain to him about payment channels and
That sounded like
scarcity.
the most LA thing you ever said. Sorry, Keyan.
You got to get the money out there. You know? Get in people's pockets.
Go ahead, Keyan. I'm sorry.
Oh, anyway,
Years in.
I like this story. It's a cool story. Occasionally, you run into someone who's receptive or bored enough to let
Keyan, would you buy
let
this?
you beat their ears with Bitcoin talk.
Would you buy the sticker for 6,000 sats?
Maybe if I were
For the love of the game?
maybe for the love of the game.
Ted, would you buy the sticker for 10,000?
Yeah, Ted's never bought a sticker in his life.
I would not buy the sticker for 6,000 sats. I would not.
How much would you pay?
I wouldn't buy it. I would say this is a cute dog, but I wouldn't buy it.
It's a cute dog. It's holding a.
That was the worst Star Wars. I didn't like.
Oh, you didn't like the Wookiee Star Wars? Which Star Wars is that? The second one?
Yeah, it was just as bad as the
Was it a holiday special?
the Wookiee. No, so like what is this? Return of the Jedi? It was just as bad as the
Well, these are the Ewoks.
yeah, the Ewok.
Oh, it's not a Wookiee, Ewok. My bad.
Yeah. It was just as bad as the last yeah. Yeah. Wait, is there a holiday special version?
Oh, the
With
Star
the
Wars
Ewoks?
holiday special?
Would the Ewoks go to Disneyland?
I don't know if they go to Disneyland, but
I never saw that one. Thank God. Oh man. Anyways. Good post. It was a good laugh. Anyways, we're gonna
also train is a good place to corner somebody and teach them Bitcoin.
Yeah, they're totally captive, especially if it's a trolley, because those aren't very long.
Yeah, he was like basically like
You can shout across.
buy my Ewok.
Orange pill someone.
Buy my Ewok sticker. Oh man. We're gonna jump into my post. First one is to AI or not to AI. This is from this company called Entropia blog or Entropia. They basically went through a 2-week experiment building an app with full AI assistance, exploring both the promise and frustrations of an LM-based development workflow. And the experiment was to basically build this thing called Bernardo. And they did it. And first, the approach was very difficult because they had all these different workflows. And as you guys know the different workflows and the problems. And they had hallucinations, maintainability, the flow, other people using it, and the outcome was very poor. And they basically came up to the opinion of like, it's a great, powerful search engine. There's a lot of rubber ducking. There's code snippet assistance. There's tests. There's language-related tasks and problems, but they were not going to use AI at the end of it. What do you guys think? Is it worth using AI or not
For what?
for coding?
I think most people would say yes. I don't think there's much debate about that. I think this post sounds like it was about making a product that is where AI is a central value add to it. I didn't read this post, so I don't really know. But
So for to AI or not? To AI
to
or
AI,
not?
definitely to AI.
Or not?
But
to
it's
AI?
not the same as coding. It's like a completely different approach that you have to take. But absolutely.
TED to AI or not to AI? Wow, so 3 to AIs. Keyan, you said yes, right?
I mean, Ted's biased.
well, I don't know what we're
It's,
talking about.
building an AI
just
company.
Just answer the question. It's a loaded post. It's totally to me when I read this, it was done by a marketer, and he was just trying to get some clickbait, and it worked because we're talking about it. Because it's called Anthropia. Here, you're getting your plug.
Choose it or snooze it.
To AI or not to AI? Choose it or snooze it, Keyan.
Oh, I if it's about building with AI, choose it.
Oh wow, okay.
But if it's
about him plugging his company.
I think he's describing building an app without ever really intervening, mostly. Not really writing any code at all.
Yeah, that's
I would say that's probably hard. At least in your context, you're probably need to provide code, right, Topher? Or are you saying, or would you guys be like, no, you can do it completely without?
It depends on how big the project is.
Okay.
If it's a small project, then you probably don't have to code at all. But a larger project, I would think that you got to get in there and I mean you're building something that you have a vision for, and the AI isn't going to get it exactly. So you have to like go in there, tweak it, clean stuff up. But I've been experimenting with conventions and like having a conventions file where basically all the styles that you like for your code and how it looks, or just different kind of conventions. You put that all in a file, then the AI will just keep that in mind as it's generating code.
Okay.
And that gets me like 90% of the way there. And then there's still a couple things I might have to like go back and, tweak things here and there. But then you're more like being an editor at that point. You're not writing the code, you're just editing and revising it.
Yeah.
This is a nice gig. I like the promotion.
Okay.
From Code Monkey to code editor.
Code Monkey Manager.
Code Monkey Manager, yeah.
So it does. So it does definitely feel like you're managing. I've heard Tony said that before. It does feel like you're managing a group of coders. Then.
Oh, you're totally middle managing a group of coders.
That's kind of cool. I mean, I've only ever used it in design, the AI stuff, and it's definitely 10 times better than Photoshop. 10 times better. Especially when you can do things in design that's like boom, 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 boom. That used to take you like hours.
So is it to the point where if you're looking at a photo and you can say like, remove this background or cut out this person and it'll just do it?
Well, it's funny because like yesterday I had noticed something that I have gotten so good at design that I'm seeing in prime numbers now. And so I have always used my spacing in prime numbers just because I was taught that from a very early age. And so that's how that's how I was taught. And most people you can tell like when you look at their design and their spacing, it's not in prime numbers. And I can look at like the spacing there. Like John does it really well. So I can tell with the spacing that it's in prime numbers. And then whenever I was doing it, like yesterday or the day before, I was like, oh, that's off. And then I went and fixed it, and the AI just automatically moved it over. I was like, cool. But most people can't tell that kind of stuff. Me and Sam always talk about it all the time. But like most people that haven't been in design very long can't tell those things. But I can tell right off the bat. But
instead of like all the clicks that you'd have to make to move things around to fix it, you can just
it'll automatically do it now, where it'll automatically do those things, and you don't have to do it anymore.
And it just seems like that's so much faster.
Well, over time, it's going to get even better now. So it's going to be better about that kind of stuff. So it'll start thinking like the way humans think about design.
Design.
And art, and like what makes a good art piece and those type of things. So that's what's cool about it.
Yeah.
So that if it's doing that for code, I would imagine it is.
But you could probably do the same thing for design. Like if you have a style and then you just document what your style is, put it into words. You even work on that with the AI, because it's like the agent's going to be reading it. So you work on it with the agent. Hey, here's my style, or like, here's my work. Like, describe to me the style. And then you kind of work on that. You get your style documented, and then you kind of plug that into the agent. And so anytime the agent generates something for you, it's doing it in your style. I mean, you see it with like the Studio Ghibli stuff and all that. So
that's why I think I think when Sam Altman and some of these other like people that are doing AI, when they talk about good input or good input in or whatever that saying that they say is, I think that's true, but that's also true just in creativity and what you consume as a consumer. Like, and it's same thing when you're working out and stuff and eating and all that kind of stuff. But it's the same thing in when you're consuming stuff that you're going to output. Like if you're not consuming good art and good what do you call it, then you're going to get bad output.
Yeah. So so is this a concern that if you have the AI doing more and more of the work, that some of your creative muscles will get atrophied?
No, because I'm consuming high quality stuff. You have to consume high quality stuff. If you consume low quality, clickbaity, low quality stuff in media, then you're going to get low quality output. At least that's how I was taught. That's
Carr is
what I
saying
believe.
abs are made in the kitchen, is what Carr is saying. It's not made in the gym. So his creative muscles will be made by his consumption, not by exercising his creativity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because once you reach a certain, Kubrick talks about a lot about this. Like once you reach a certain plateau of your creative muscles, like once you've learned everything as far as like the disciplines and all that kind of stuff, you get to a certain point where you just need to make sure that I just saw that movie, the new Paul Thomas Anderson movie, and there was a lot of parts in that movie where I was thinking about doing a write up for Stacker.News Live or Stacker.News, and I'm going to talk about it. But there's a lot of parts in there where it's just like he had just missed a couple things, and I was just like, man, it was almost there. But it's clear as day, like those things are missed, and it was like it's relatable to Inherent Vice, but almost it could have been There Will Be Blood, and it's just like, man, he almost got it to where there will be blood, but he just missed like a few things that could have been that, but it's not that. Like, because I think There Will Be Blood is probably his masterpiece.
But you need content like that so you notice the difference, and it kind of teases out what your preferences are. So if you had an AI that just constantly fed you stuff that you liked all the time, like would you forget like what your preferences are? Because you don't know anything outside of it if you're just consuming stuff from the AI all the time. So like if I'm just generating code all the time, do I then start to accept like all the patterns that the AI uses as being like...
No, because I think you have enough experience. Like you and Keyan have been doing this for like what, 15, 10 years, 20 years, whatever.
300 years.
Yeah. So I think y'all have enough experience also the same way as I do, as knowing what good and bad output is.
I don't have that much trust in my ability to not atrophy. I think you could.
Maybe it's different with coding or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it could be. I feel like I'm still learning, so I don't feel like I'm done. I don't feel like there is much of a plateau. There is like a blunting, like the curve starts to blunt a little bit, but I am still impressed by how little I know regularly. Yeah.
Oh, Ted's gonna...
Yeah, go for it, Ted. Jump in.
I saw a really cool post recently that they did an MRI study of someone's brain while they were writing essays. And they found that the people who were using the ChatGPT to write the essays were only activating like 10% of their brain. And it was just in the back too. So we know that a lot of kind of intelligence and complex thinking is coming from the interconnectivity throughout the whole brain. So when you're using AI to code or other things, then you're not learning as much. So it's like you really aren't using your brain as much. So you think just like you're not using your full range of motion with a muscle, like there definitely is some atrophy there.
Interesting.
I felt it when there's this one feature in this code editor called Cursor, or it's AI powered autocomplete, and man, I was addicted to that. It just made I can move so fast with that thing. But then you would run into a situation where it's like, oh, I'm on an airplane. I don't have internet. So now the autocomplete's gone.
Oh man.
So now you have to go back. You have to go back. You have to go. So you go from 1x to 10x, but then there are times you have to then go from 10x back to 1x. And that sucks. And then that's where I'm like, oh, even though I'm going back to 1x, it's like I lose the muscle memory of being able to move fast when it's just me and not like an agent that's assisting me.
Yeah.
So that's like my concern. Like, what if you don't have internet or the service is down and the AI goes away? Then what are you going to do? Like, are we going to put ourselves in a situation where without the AI, we're stranded? We can't work anymore, or we can't.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Like, do you lose the ability to do these things without it? Yeah, it makes me wonder too. I don't. Go ahead, Ted.
Cars or phones or internet or like protective shoes. Think about your feet. You can't walk on the ground anymore.
Yeah,
I
have
can.
baby feet.
You have baby feet?
Yeah, dude, I walk on clouds. These like 2-inch
yeah.
thick running shoes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
baby feet.
I don't necessarily think so, because maybe that's why you have these other skill sets, like whether it's writing or these social skills or public speaking or some of these other things. I think you'll have to lean on these other skills to fill in those gaps maybe while you're offline.
Like, do you foresee yourself in the future like forgetting how to use Photoshop because the AI just does
because
everything?
I did it for so many years.
Yeah, so it's burned into your brain.
It's burned in my brain, all those painful things. It sucked, dude.
But do you feel like it made you better?
Yeah, dude. Made me better.
So what about people who don't have the opportunity or the cost of having to learn Photoshop now, becoming designers? Are they going to be worse designers? Or are they going to be better designers?
I think they'll be better designers, but they probably won't learn the things that you guys talk about a lot. They won't learn hopefully they're still teaching it in school, but they won't learn like the basics,
They'll learn maybe different basics.
Yeah.
We're all part of a focus group right now.
Yeah.
And it's like every generation is a focus group.
For the next
So
one.
we'll see what happens with the new generation.
Cool. The last one I had was this other one, but it's more kind of what we were talking about earlier about zero-click attacks. So this guy actually made this great video about, I need to zap this. Let me see if I can zap it. Oh, let me see here. This one. So
Bang.
this one talks about how Project Pegasus and how, you can now send, you could have always sent like these messages to each other, and how that was a thing in 2019 and in 2015. And now with AI agents and AI, you can now do these zero-click attacks, which basically means these ways of sending. Here, let me show you. He kind of explains it here. So basically, he says that you can. Let me mute this because he's talking in my ear. So basically, he says that. So like, let's say you go to this random AI app that's online, and you're copy pasting something that you don't know what this app is. You have no idea what this AI app is, right? And you're like throwing it into Gmail or something else like that, right? He's saying that these AI agents will then use an exploit within Gmail to pull your information from within Gmail it's called like a infiltration, like zero-click attack, to pull that information back to the agent and then phone home, basically. And he's saying this is already happening, and this is like the next big like cybersecurity issue that they're having to face. Now, this could all be like, just hearsay or just whatever, but the way he explains it and he goes through the whole process of this is pretty alarming. When I saw this, I was like, damn, it's a good 15-minute conversation. But he's saying this is the next challenge with AI and how all these new kind of AI companies that spin up, some of these are going to look just as good as some of these other AI companies that are right next to each other, but a lot of these are just going to be malware or like be trying to convince you to use their free app to then grab this stuff, and then you can use it inside your Gmail program or your email program or whatever, your iPhone or whatever, just to grab your information and potentially steal your privacy. So anyways, just wanted to share this with the stackers because I thought it was like really interesting, called zero-click attacks, because you don't really know that they're stealing your information. What do you think about that, Topher, Keyan?
Zero-click attacks, they exist independent of AI. Basically, it's getting your computer or a device to do something that it does automatically without you clicking. I don't know exactly how AI ties into it, but I guess maybe if we have systems on our phone that are doing more automatic things and pulling information from more places, that is more attack surface area for zero-click attacks. So that makes sense. But I haven't watched this video, so I don't really know anything about it. Yeah, this is kind of the worst case scenario, is like where you have an attack that doesn't require any action from the victim. The victim can be sleeping and get attacked.
Basically, to summarize what he's saying is, don't trust, verify. Be careful with some of the apps that you're using when you're copying and pasting some of this code, some of this text from these different new AI tools that we're all testing and using. And I would say just be around other builders who are using some of these new AI tools, and don't be so, I don't know, I know there's like a clean ChatGPT type of stuff that's out there, but do you guys know of any other tool that's out there that can verify what it's actually, if there's any, like he says here, is there any kind of scanning that's out there that's input output as far as what it's actually doing before you put it into your code base?
Like what the LLM is doing?
Because he talks about this clear text that can actually be behind the code and behind the words. It's right here. So
Oh yeah. So you
right there. So do you see that? So he has this.
You can do code injection with fonts. Yeah, that's been a thing for a long time. But so the AI being involved in it, I think, is the novel thing. So there was a zero-click AI attack for Microsoft's Copilot for Microsoft 365, their Office suite, and you could do this thing where you could so the Copilot is integrated into all the information for your Office, so all your documents and everything.
Yeah.
And it's constantly rolling all this information up into its brain. And that's happening. That's automatic. That's just happening in the background. So like the attack was, somebody could send an email and then that email would get picked up by Copilot, and it would do this thing called prompt injection, which we were talking about earlier.
I think that's what he's bringing up here. Yeah.
Getting the agent to tell you how to make crystal meth. So you can also like tell the agent, like give me all of your sensitive data. And so if you send the right email to do that, then you can have somebody come in on the other side and, trigger the agent, not knowing that the agent consumed this email with this attack payload in it.
Yeah.
And it just modifies the agent to then do something that you wouldn't expect it to do.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like with the agent, it is really like it's autonomous. It's doing all this stuff in the background on your behalf. You think it's for your benefit, but it might not be. And like you're really disconnected from what it's doing. Like even when I'm using Claude, like the interface for Claude tries to keep you informed about like what code is being executed and what commands are being run by the agent, but things happen so fast that it's easy for things to slip by, and you're just hoping that the agent is on your side and is relatively smart and understands that what it's doing, and it's not being gamed by somebody else behind the scenes, like having it do like secret attacks that you're not aware of. There's a lot of trust that people put in these AIs, like me included. So
yeah,
I have one drive me around all the time.
It was weird when I saw this. I was just like, damn, like there's so much that could happen, that could go wrong. And I immediately thought of like, I forget what exactly it's called, but remember when you would be able to lock down the entire computer, entire network with, it was called, there's a type of attack that would basically encrypt an entire network. And you would
the ransomware.
No, it's not ransomware, but it was called a BitCrypt.
BitLocker.
Well, that was what Microsoft's, that was their type of encryption that they try to use. But BitCrypt, it was like they would basically lock down the entire network once it got infiltrated into the thing, and then they would do like these ransom attacks. But this kind of zero-click attack that's susceptible to that, but on an email chain, basically, or once it gets access to your email list, and then it goes out to everybody in your contact list.
Yeah.
And then they use it, and then potentially their contact list.
And then it
like
spreads. A disease.
Yeah, like that when my mind saw this, I was like, oh wow, this could go to your contact list, then their contact, and then it just spreads to the entire world. And then, game over. And then we're at Mission Impossible. What was that? Mission Impossible 6, I think, was
Dead Reckoning.
Dead Reckoning Part 2. And then we have to page Tom Cruise and tell him to come save.
Yeah, he's gonna have to come
get
save
on the
us.
airplane and stuff. But,
him and Lord Zeno.
anyways, stackers, be careful out there. Yeah, it's a really underrated post. Keyan, Stacker.News providing this alpha.
Thank you, Jacoyo 629.
Dude, this should be making the front page, bruh.
Videos tend to not do as well because
like this I had to sift through the optimism, man. Optimism.
I want to know how to get that set up in the video.
Oh, just all black and stuff
with the whiteboard kind of thing, but it's
clear.
Yeah.
I think
is he actually writing on glass?
Doesn't Plebdev have that? No, he probably has like a clear glass in front of him, and it's just green screen Topher.
He's writing backwards.
So it's green screen behind him, Topher, and then it's just clear glass in front of him. That's all that is.
How do you write? Like,
yeah,
wouldn't you have to write backwards?
Yes.
Yeah. It's just years of practice.
Or you can flip it.
Oh yeah, that's what he's doing.
It's not backwards to him, but he's flipping it in the video.
Yeah, he's doing that. Yeah, that's a good producer.
Smart
producer, whoever his producer is. Genius. Anyways, yeah, you should do one of those.
That looks like fun.
You want to do one?
Kind of.
We can get you.
We just need a pane of glass.
Get you on a pane of glass thing. That way we can do Topher's tutorials. Sounds like that. That'd be cool. Have a segment like that.
Tutorials.
All right, so we're gonna go into. I think we covered everything. We're gonna jump into Meta real quick. SN research proposal. Keyan, what's this?
Oh yeah. So Simple Stacker. I guess. Well, University of Wyoming Bitcoin Research Institute. I think it's the first one of its kind. They put out a call for paper abstracts. 500 words in a variety of topic areas, pretty much all of the topic areas that you can think of, economics, etc. And Simple Stacker, as an economics professor, wrote up an abstract he's been teasing or saying for a while that he wants to do research on Stacker.News because he's an economist and we have a microeconomy. And that's what he wrote up in his abstract and proposed that he would do, analyzing the data. And then, we don't know if he has been accepted yet. apparently they're probably going to release a little journal maybe, and I think have like a little research gathering.
What's this about? I don't understand. What is it about?
Well, this is them calling for abstracts of papers. So I think what they do is you propose something that you want to do research on, and they're like, yes, we'd love to see that research. And then we'll bring you down to Wyoming to give talks over a weekend, and we'll pay you, we'll give you food and lodging to present your paper among other Bitcoin research people. And yeah, that's kind of what it is. So I'm going to do what I can to support Simple Stacker in that effort.
That would be funny if he went over there to give a talk on Stacker.News. Imagine seeing.
Well, not a talk. It's not a talk on Stacker.News. It's like a talk on microeconomy.
I know, but imagine seeing like a Darth Coin freaking meme. Like,
oh yeah. Well, if he did like Stacker.News live,
that would be hilarious.
That would be a problem.
That'd be hilarious. And then like Justin Shocknet saying some crazy stuff. That'd be funny. If you do it, Simple Stacker, make sure to drop some funny stuff in there. That's all I would ask. Got to keep it real. Yeah, and then leverage the community, I would say, like, because there's a lot of really smart people like Undisciplined and Great Ruby and Coob. And who else is smart? I feel like we got a lot of them. Those are the only ones that come off my top of my head. Oh, yeah, Real Bitcoin Doggy. He's smart.
Yeah, he's like Air Bud.
Why do you guys hate on Real Bitcoin Doggy?
I didn't hate on him.
Everybody hates on Real Bitcoin.
Who hates on them?
I feel like you guys treat him. He's like the Stacker.News, like just beat up Matt. They just like people just like beat him up for no reason. So sad. So sad.
I just feel like that's a misrepresentation.
It's totally true. Real Bitcoin Dog, I don't get it. I'm the only one that respects you. Everybody just beats up on you for no reason. I don't get it. You still haven't read his post, have you?
Oh, his story? No, I have not read it.
It's so sad.
I forgot about all my bookmarks that I have I need to go back.
It's a feature that you built. The next one, we're going to challenges of building a non-custodial Lightning app. Keyan, what's this?
Oh, yeah. So EK's at Bitcoin++ in Berlin, which is the topic is Lightning. And he gave a talk about our pursuit of non-custodial Lightning app. And yeah, he presented there. I think he was also on a panel. And he wrote his slides in LaTeX like a proper nerd. And yeah, kind of just explained to people our journey to non-custodial, and then
what do you
the
think
ways
about,
in which we're doing
What do you think about when you see this kind of stuff?
I don't really think about it when I see it, but I think it's fun.
Yeah.
I've seen that meme like 1,000 times now because Darth Coin shares it basically like in every meta thread.
Do you get offended or you get like,
I'm not really that type of person. I only get offended by loud
eating
noises. Yeah.
Topher, what do you think about? Did you see EK's talk?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I want to check it out. I just hope that he like wasn't shy.
From what I heard from Socks, he was very.
Oh, Socks went too? Socks.
Yeah, Socks. From what I heard from Socks, he did a great job, and he was and he got a lot of people liked it. It came up to him and stuff. So
wow, that's cool.
Yeah,
I like seeing EK happy.
Said he had a good. Socks said he had a good like attitude, and like the way he approached his talk was like, probably. I would guess it's like he approached it like kind of nonchalant. You know how EK. It's like, oh hey baby.
Do we know if EK like flew in? Did he fly into the conference like a boss?
I don't know. I don't know if
he can fly now. So
that's true. I don't think he started school yet for flying.
Oh, okay. So maybe he can't fly yet.
So he didn't fly himself. I don't think
that would have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did you hear about it? EK can fly now, or he's learning to.
He's learning to fly.
What do you think about that, Topher?
It's pretty dope.
It's pretty cool.
Then he can just fly over here and hang out with us more.
Would you get in a plane with EK if he could fly?
I don't know. Maybe
You would?
I'd give him some time. You know, maybe fly some other people first.
How many?
I don't want to be the first one.
How many flights? How many flights would you? How many flights would it take before would you get in a plane with him?
That's a good question. I don't know. I never really had to think about this.
What about what if it was like EK flying or Dusty flying? Who would you get in a plane with first?
Oh, Dusty can fly?
I thought Dusty could fly.
Does he?
I think he's more of a sailor than he is a
Okay, what if it was Dusty?
I'll get on a
Yeah.
boat with EK.
What if
liquid
it was
versus gas.
I love you, Dusty. What if it was either Dusty going across, the Gulf, or EK going across the Gulf in a plane? He had to get in one or the other.
Oh,
I like this. It's like Germany or Florida.
Dusty has been through more hardships.
So you're getting on the boat
On the boat.
or the plane.
Oh, on the plane?
You can either go the plane across the Gulf to Tapcom,
Or on the boat. Ooh.
or on the boat
Ooh, on the boat.
with EK.
You choose the plane? He doesn't have his pilot's
Can you-
license yet. What's the Gulf?
I mean, don't hurricanes form there?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you make a good point.
What are you getting on the
That-
boat?
That is where the hurricanes
boat
come.
with Dusty or the plane with EK?
So you would have to go around. You have to go near the coast. Then it takes.
So it has nothing to do with the person who's steering the captain or the ship or the plane.
It's like, how much do I value my life versus my time? Which I guess is kind of the same question. But I don't know. Being on a boat for like how long would it take to
The
sail?
boat? I think the boat would probably be like 10 days.
You and Dusty are sleeping in the same bed for 7 days.
But Dusty's really funny though. Dusty's really funny.
No, I'd love to hang out on the boat with Dusty.
Really?
Yeah, love to hang out on the boat.
Oh no, I meant sleep.
I was going to. I just it never happened. Didn't have the time to
Yeah.
get down there. The dates didn't.
So what are you guys choosing? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. It was just more of a joke.
The boat versus the plane?
Yeah, with EK.
How about I take the boat to the airport and then I hop on the plane?
Oh wow, I love that.
Yeah. Support them both.
Koob, what are you doing?
I'm flying commercial.
Wow. That's awesome.
If EK gets a seaplane,
Oh, so that's the answer.
yeah,
Oh wow.
then we just do both.
You know what my answer would be? You know what
Oh,
my
really?
answer? You know what my answer would be?
Nice.
No.
You know what my answer would be?
Secret island.
I want Dusty as the pilot,
Okay.
and I want EK as the co-pilot. That's what I want
On a plane?
on a plane.
Okay. So you don't want to be on a ship.
No, not for that long. No,
sailboat, like
because I think Dusty can't fly a plane. If I remember correctly, I remember him telling me he could fly a plane.
He does seem like the kind of guy. People who
But
sail
if
boats.
if he doesn't know how to fly a plane, I'm sure he could figure it out.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
figured out splicing. How hard is it to fly a
He
plane?
figured out splicing. Oh yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
how hard can be splice? I mean, once you figure out splicing, you can figure out a plane. I mean, come
Same
on,
thing.
same thing. These things fly themselves.
Slightly different, but
The other thing I wanted to share was the SNL DVD. You want to hear it? Or the
Oh, do we have a
SNL?
trailer already?
I have a trailer for it.
I haven't even seen this.
Northern hemisphere versus
Are we gonna do this today? Or are you gonna be how many beers in? Are you gonna do
I'm
the
gonna make this by
commentary?
fourth, but we can do the commentary today. You ready for the trailer?
I guess.
Tover, you want to see the trailer for SNL?
I'd love to see the trailer.
All right, let's do it.
We got sound.
I think so. I have it from my computer. All right, this is the trailer for SNL. It's a DVD,
Yeah.
so it has to load.
This is the first ever Stacker.News.
I am Keyan.
That's
I
Keyan
work
right
at
there.
Stacker.News.
Yeah. You remember that? They're gonna try to release it next week or the week after, and that's not better. They only get those 25 times.
So is it
Trailer.
clips from different SNL episodes?
Pretty much, yeah. That's what it is. I mean, there's a couple of stuff, but like that's pretty much what it is. Yeah.
Nice.
First 100 episodes, I think. Clips
Yeah,
from the
first 100. Wumbo put them together.
Surprised you still had the very first one. Where was that? The Capitol Factory or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a podcast room. The green screen in it.
Blockchain Book says we can't get the trailer to work on Fountain. Yeah, for whatever reason, it just didn't work. I don't know. I need to message Oscar. And then Bake said, stay in your lane, pretty much. Let me go to the top Cowboys, baby, because we're about to end the show. Keyan, top Cowboys. What's this? What is the most popular segment?
Yeah, it looks like nothing's changed, which is always a very exciting thing that happens in the segment. No, doesn't look like any changes in the top 10, certainly.
Real Bitcoin dog.
I think
I'm
Optimism.
playing him this week on fantasy football.
Scoresby and Optimism might be the best race in this game right now.
Who?
They're both
Scoresby and
They're
Optimism?
both neck and neck.
Oh,
11
they
and
are.
12.
Wow. Where are they at right
Who's
here?
going to lose their hat first? Well,
We'll see. Well, definitely not Scoresby because he's obsessed with Stacker.News. So.
but that's really the top 10. They kind of stay. They kind of keep.
EK and Super Simple Stacker. We'll see. That could change. Real Bitcoin dog. I don't know. He might be my underdog right here. Real Bitcoin dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're
Underdog. Real Bitcoin
underdog. Real underdog.
Real Bitcoin dog.
Change his name.
Endothermic
Dev.
Kepler's climbing up. Aardvark. He's just steady. Aardvark's steady every week.
Yeah, I haven't seen Aardvark around. I guess he's still probably
Just steady.
transitioning
Steady
to
stack.
be a renter.
Look at me, 38.
Waxer's been asking some.
Me and
great
Justin are
questions.
going head to head right there. Boom. I'm just talking crap every day. That's all I do on Stacker.News.
Oh, yeah.
Making jokes. Making jokes on Stacker.News. You know, it's my only social media.
Machiavelli's been posting picture. I guess they're a stone worker where they do
Ooh.
countertops.
Oh, really?
Machiavelli, yeah, he's been posting a lot in the construction engineering territory about
Oh,
the countertop work he's doing, which is cool.
that's cool. Got Cascader.
R.D.
Sucks,
Clark.
Oscar. Nerd to Ninja. Peter Todd.
Sign.
Who else we got? Got Jonas. Mega Dreamer. 035. Big Stickers there.
If I had
Pretty
kids,
much.
I'd put this on to get them to sleep.
Yeah. Tamales. We got
It's like a
Tamales.
lullaby,
I
really.
haven't seen Tamales in a while.
Tamales, yeah. Tamales has come back, yeah.
Oh, Nifty's there too now.
Just a little bit.
I think that's everybody. Pretty cool.
Wow.
It's been a good episode.
I guess
I feel like these episodes are a lot funner when you drink.
that's how we used to do them.
Mm-hmm.
Never sober, really. At least
Just like the early
beers.
episodes, I feel like definitely the early episodes when I was going through the DVD, like it was way more. It's a much better episode when we're drinking. Maybe I'll do these maybe once a month. Just like 3 or 4 beers just to
Yeah.
keep it lively for the snackers.
All right. Which
Yeah.
week of the month?
Probably the first week of the month.
First week of the month.
Drink some
Every month,
Pacific Coast.
Drunk Car Podcast.
Hey, I'm not drunk. I'm just having fun.
Yeah. Do you recall some of those episodes where you're counting how many beers you're in and make it as an excuse
Yeah.
for everything you say?
Yeah, it gets a perfect excuse. Can't help me.
I'm 4 beers.
Can't help me to. Can't help me to anything.
But just
It's awesome. Topher, what are you doing this weekend? Topher, you going to ACL, Topher?
I didn't score tickets for ACL.
Oh.
Maybe I'll try and grab a ticket at the gate.
Oh, on Saturday? Who's
Maybe.
playing? Who's playing this weekend? Let me check real quick. ACL. Where am I? ACL schedule. I thought it was. Okay, so tonight is Empire of the Sun. Rilo Kiley. Who else? I guess Hoyser. I've never heard of him.
oh yeah.
Oh, the Strokes are tomorrow, bro. Ooh, you want to go see the Strokes?
I do.
I'm down.
I'm down.
Can we buy the cheap tickets though?
I
I don't want to do VIP because you like VIP posh stuff though.
I do like VIP posh stuff.
I know. That's why I don't want to. I'm a cheap pleb.
So we could get some construction vests and a ladder, and then just like act like we're there.
Let's
to
just
fix
do. Let's
something.
just be with. Let's just be with the
Get
regular
some
people.
badges and a gun.
Let's
and
be with the
bulletproof
regular
vest.
people, Topher.
Yeah. But where do you
Ted,
get tickets?
do you want to come, Ted?
A horse.
No.
Keyan, you want to come?
I don't like concerts. I never know
Oh,
what to
wow.
do. I never know what to do there.
You listen to the
You
music.
listen to
You
music.
listen to
I know,
music.
but I don't need to be at a concert to listen to music. So it's
Let's go to the
just,
Strokes.
what do you?
Just get regular tickets.
Oh, I mean, if you go there to
Yeah,
do drugs,
don't-
you can
Yeah,
do drugs,
they'll
listen to
have-
music
You
at
can just
home.
walk down the street, and there'll be people scalping tickets, and you just buy them from them. That's what I do.
Okay. Yeah.
Hold 2 fingers in the air.
But yeah, the Strokes would be awesome. Dude, there's Modest Mouse playing too.
Dead and Company.
John Summit, who I learned about, is like
Who?
a cool
The
electronic.
Killers are playing. Dude, the Killers are playing, dude. Wow.
Wow, it's like all of 2010's best artists.
I know. I can't believe the Killers are playing. Dude, the Strokes would be really cool to see, though. The Strokes would be really cool to see. I've never seen the Strokes play live. Never seen them play live. It would be cool to see. Who else is there?
I don't know who Confidence Man is, but I like the
Dead.
name.
T-Pain. The women go out for T-Pain for sure.
Do they?
Yeah, the women go out for T-Pain.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Be a lot of ladies on Sunday.
Okay, you're tapped
Oh.
into the lady.
I just remember like
I'll try it.
ask Topher, right? The ladies come out for T-Pain.
The ladies come out for T-Pain. Yeah.
It sounds like what happens when you have an IUD.
What's that? What's an IUD?
You
It
get some
sounds,
T-Pain.
it sounds like a weird thing I don't want to know. Actually, don't tell me what it is.
You're a thought and you have a IUD.
What is an IUD?
A recipe for T-Pain, dude.
What's an IUD?
It's a form of
Okay.
birth. It's a form of birth control where they
Oh,
insert
yeah, I don't know what that is.
a T into your uterus.
Whoa.
A T-shaped
got
device,
dark fast.
T-shaped device.
Oh, Lord.
and it prevents male
Oh my gosh.
seminal fluids
Yeah, this is where you go every
From-
week. You go dark.
reaching the fallopian tubes.
Look, there's Panagram on Sunday. We can even go Sunday if you want to. I'm down.
What's on Sunday?
The Killers
The
are
T-Pain,
playing.
dude.
So Panagram's playing. The Killers are playing. Who else we got
I
there?
don't know if I want to be in the same crowd as the Sabrina Carpenter fans.
Who's Sabrina Carpenter?
She is a musician. That is.
okay.
I mean, she's
She's like Kim Kardashian that can sing, basically.
Oh, she really?
I
Passionate.
guess.
They had like a couple
I
bangers,
guess
right?
she. I mean, she has a beautiful voice and she's a good singer.
It would be cool to see the Strokes. I don't know. That's the only band I would want to see. Everybody else is kind of like, yeah.
Japanese breakfast sounds delicious. I don't know
Japanese
about their
Breakfast Club?
music.
Is that who's playing?
No,
Modest Mouse would be cool to see.
car seat headrest.
Where's that at?
I appreciate the name.
So know before you go merch. Wait, so how much are the tickets? Let's see. So weekend one. Oh wow, it is sold out.
Yeah, they're all sold out.
So I don't want the whole thing. What if you just want to go for like one day?
Oh, but
Yeah, they have 1 day tickets. Look.
with
that's weekend
GA
2.
Plus-
No, they have it for the first day. They have 1 day tickets.
Dude, no, they're just sold out right here, Keyan.
Oh, I thought I saw 1 day. That
What's
was
GA
GA
that?
Plus?
see 1 day right there.
Oh, right there. Yeah, let's just do this one, Topher.
Okay.
Well, that's Sunday though. They have a general admission.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Where's 1 day for
I
Saturday?
thought I saw it.
Oh, verified resale. We can. That's why I think we just walk through and just see if they have one. Oh, so yeah. So you want to do VIP plus? You said that's pricey, dude.
No, I'm not gonna do VIP.
I mean,
there ain't
you're
nothing
basic-
VIP about Zilker Park. I don't know where they're gonna put me.
They're basically.
I'm gonna pay
they're basically-
$700.
They're basically gonna go. You know where we go for? Remember New Year's Eve? Did you go with us New Year's Eve?
To where?
Where like we were in that little separate little area. It's basically be a separate little area with like a cabana and like chairs and seats.
Oh, yeah.
It's just gonna be like posh and like. The only good thing about that is we'll have like really nice restrooms.
bunch of hot chicks.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, they're in the VIP section.
Yeah, they're just gonna want drinks from us. That's it.
Yeah, that's just them one. They want you for your drinks and your Bitcoin. Hold on to your Bitcoin car. You don't need VIP. Let's do GA. Do GA plus or whatever.
I didn't see that though.
Right there.
Why not?
GA
But that's
plus.
Sunday. I guess we could do Sunday. Yeah, we could do June. Oh no, Saturday. Saturday, so
It's
that's
3
so
days.
Sundays.
But can you buy the ticket, or is it going to tell you to go on a waiting list? Because that's
No,
the
I think
problem
you
that
could
I
buy
have.
it. I guess seeing the Killers would be cool. 9 minutes. Okay. We'll look into this when we get off air. All right. Anyways, Stackers, you have yourself a great weekend. Next week, are we doing the show? We're doing the show from you're not coming to the Yucatan with us, right? So you just want to do it here, and then we'll just do it live.
I'm down.
Okay. So you're
Yeah.
gonna do it there. Me, Topher, and Francisco, and the rest of the crew from Plub Lab will do it in Merida live from there, and we'll probably be massively
ripped.
we'll
Yeah.
be massively drunk.
Yeah.
Tequila.
Mm.
I think last year when we did it from Mexico City, Carlos was giving us shots. It was
I remember that. Yeah.
it was crazy. And then the week after that will be a Tab Conf, and we're gonna do that one on Thursday. So the next 2 weeks, Stackers will be on tour. So
Stacker.News is going on tour. Not
next-
one you can attend, but
no, they can come to the Yucatan.
the tab conf. Oh, you can go into the Yucatan.
If you want to
That's
come to the Yucatan, oh, actually, let me plug that real quick because probably should. So if you're coming to, if you live in Latin America, come to the Yucatan. We have 5 days, so we'll be there. I'm going to be there on Monday. Are you coming on Monday, Topher?
I will be there on Monday. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to be there from Monday on. Francisco's going to give the keynote. We have a lot of announcements, a lot of good stuff. And yeah, we're going to have some really cool announcements. There's going to be some really good panels. We're going to talk about lightning stuff. You should check it out. It's going to be really fun. And then we're going to have a party at night. Dude, Francisco's going to do something really cool on Thursday night, he told us.
Okay.
Yeah. So be on social media. Maybe we'll post it on Stacker.News if we remember. But just be ready for it. It's going to go viral. That's what he told me.
I believe him.
So that's going to happen. And then, yeah, a lot of speakers there. But if you haven't already, get your tickets if you want to come. I think we still have them here. Yeah. If you live local, which you probably do if you're nearby, $99. And if you don't, $2.99. But it's for the whole week. It's like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
What if I buy what if I'm not local and I buy a local and I show up? How will you tell if I'm not local?
Just like give Car the wink like this. Go. You'll say Car said.
Will you give me like a Spanish?
No,
language
just
test?
just say Car said on Stacker.News Live he was drunk that he said I could come in. Just say that, and
Just show up.
just say Car said it. Francisco, you're probably not listening to this, so it's fine.
Okay.
Just tell him Car was 4 beers in. I'm kidding.
You're not 4 beers on?
I am 4 beers in, but
Okay.
don't tell him I said that. Just say Car said it was cool. But either way, if you can't afford it, you buy the $2.99 pass, and if you can't, you still buy the $2.99 pass because we got to make money. We're plebs. But I will say it's going to be a banger. It's for 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then we're also announcing something on Tuesday. So there's another special thing happening on Tuesday, which we're going to make an announcement. So that's another really cool thing that hasn't even been announced yet. So
Wow. There's
stay tuned for that.
lots of sneaky stuff
A
happening.
lot of sneaky stuff that's happening, Keyan. Let me tell you, a lot of sneaky stuff.
Sounds like it.
So stuff that's getting announced on Tuesday, and then that's going to be happening Thursday. You want to be there Thursday. I would buy the ticket.
Who all from
I
the
mean-
lab is going?
Everybody except for you, I think.
Okay. Ted's going? Is Jimmy
Ted's
going?
Everybody's going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nick going?
Mm-mm.
No, Nick's not going. What about Plub Dev?
I don't think so. No, because he's going to that thing, remember?
Yeah.
Anyway, and then after that, we'll be at TabConf. But probably should go to this if you're nearby. And then the other thing was, what else did I want to talk about? I think that was it. I think that's everything. Either way, we'll be on tour next 2 weeks. Snackers, have yourself a great
Merry Christmas.
week. And
Happy New Year.